Stage 8 was a loop around Wadi Al-Dawasir. A variety of tricky terrain, some mountains, ridges, high dunes and some navigation. Out of respect for the loss of Paulo Gonçalves, no Stage 8 for bikes and quads. As winner of Stage 7, Carlos Sainz was first off the line. Now, a side effect of Stage 8's cancellation for bikes was that the cars were first to break the seal on the sand, and early morning, with no tracks to follow, really affected the front runners. Nasser Al-Attiyah and Stefan Petterhansel caught up with Carlos, but ultimately, taking the lead of the peloton was a poisoned chalice, and nobody wanted it. This game of pursuit continued for large parts of the stage. Here we see Nasser Al-Attiyah cutting back to rejoin behind the minis. This meant the overall pace was slower than yesterday, and also a real mix-up for the status quo, with Sainz finishing 15th quickest on the stage and the top three well off the pace of the scratch time. Petterhansel still adrift overall in third, getting to grips with English navigation from Fusa. Argentine Orly Terranova has been consistently good since briefly leading the rally after Stage 2. This third quickest time today consolidates his 5th place overall as the highest placed 4x4 Mini. And it's a watershed moment for Formula 1 and Le Mans star Fernando Alonso, 2nd quickest today, despite having to stop to change a puncture along the way. Marc COMA seems to be the perfect co-driver for him, both in terms of navigation and quick tyre changes. Maybe we'll see him doing his own pit stops at the Indy 500, back in the car with some dust trails to follow. And so to the privateer buggy of MATHIEU SERRADORI and FABIAN LURQUIN. Yesterday we saw them getting stuck in the dunes, but it seems that was a blessing in disguise. Starting 16th on the road meant they had plenty of tracks to follow with confidence. And they went on to win the stage, practically perfect for 477 kilometres. The first ever Dakar stage win for the French ex-biker. It was really tough mentally yesterday because of Paulo. I think we can dedicate this victory to him. I'm a former biker, so I know what I'm talking about. I dedicate this to him on high. Nasser has taken more than 3 minutes out of Sainz's lead. Al Rajhi and Terranova have a lot of time to make up if they're to catch Petterhansel for the final podium spot.
What a nice story over in the SSVs. Cyril Desprez and Mike Horn sacrificing their engine so that their young teammate Mitchell Guthrie can keep going and keep learning in the Dakar Experience class.
We decided to give our engine, that's the true story and the heart of the Dakar, is to be able to help each other, to be able to support each other, to be able to be as a big family living an adventure all together.
Well, Guthrie repaying that investment with interest as he went quickest on Stage 8, although he's no longer in the running overall, of course. Another tough day for Gerard Faris. Last year's runner-up hasn't been having too much joy on this Dakar, and he's over 6 hours off the pace now. Better fortune for his teammate Reinaldo Varela, the 2018 champion, 2nd quickest, only 2.5 minutes behind Guthrie. Jaleco Lopez was all of 22 seconds slower than Varela, and he clawed back a bit of time as he bids to defend his crown. Nearly 11 minutes drop for Sergei Karyakin, but he is still comfortably 3rd overall, around 30 minutes ahead of Konrad Rautenbach. Here's the overall leader, Casey Currie. The American also had a tough outing after some early mechanical problems, but limited the damage thanks to some quick-fire repairs from his co-driver Sean Berryman. 16 minutes down on the day, he still has over 15 minutes in hand over Jaleco in the overall standings.
Today wasn't the best of the days. We broke an axle early on. Luckily, I got Sean in the car. What I think takes most guys 45 minutes, we got it fixed in I think 8 minutes.
Chaleco almost halving the deficit in the space of one stage. He was 32 minutes down this morning. Ratenbach just ahead of Jose Antonio Hinojo in fourth.